Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee, welcome back to Mars. Last episode we built this medevac shuttle for our medical center here in the apartment. And we also got a lot of modules done. I think we've got everything that we showcased already, so we'll try to do some more modules today and we'll walk through them. But I think I've got another project in mind. So let's go ahead and give a little tour here of the medevac shuttle before we go. Alright, here's the little medical shuttle we built. Bright red with some caution yellow, very obnoxious but easy to see. Which is kind of the point of an emergency vehicle. I think it turned out alright. Got some medical stuff on the side, 4 little landing legs that come out, and then a ramp here in the back that leads to an airlock with some little benches, and then our medical beds. These are just fused into the side of the ship. They're not, you know, removable and sliding out here. That would be really cool, but don't think we have the space for that, and these don't fit through the door anyway. So, and then just lead into the cockpit here. Alright, so let's go take this guy out for a little test drive. So we need to hit, let's see, number 9. Close the hangar doors and depressurize the space in here. Let's see, we need to undock, which I believe is number 4. There we go, and it does put up the ramps, I couldn't remember. Here, we'll turn our inertial dampers on, we'll back up just a little bit. And the number 5 here does our landing gear. There we go, nice and tucked in. Definitely a tight squeeze coming out of here, but not too bad. Alright, well, we built a ton of modules last episode. I think we got, I think over a dozen, I'm not sure. We got through all of the ones that we've showcased so far in Showcase 1 and 2. There are still plenty of open, empty spots in here. I know there's ones that I still need to showcase, but there is definitely some empty spots for those that still want to build a module. There's our HAB-FAB hull. We still got plenty of empty spots on this side. It's looking really good. I turned off a lot of the lights and sensors and other things to try to save some of our FPS. We're back up to 80 to 90, which I feel is pretty good. And then there's more on this side with more empty spots. Now, I think I've talked about it in a previous video, but I wanted to put a garage down in this lower bay because it's not really high enough to get a full unit in unless we excavate the ground. But I think this would be good to get a garage into, and then other people in the comments were saying that we need to have like a logistics center. That our warehouse containers that we have at the warehouse over there should be able to be delivered over here, that we shouldn't rely solely on one pipe coming through the monorail. If that guy gets cut off, then we've just screwed our resources for our entire facility here, which I agree. So we should combine those two ideas. I think I'd like to have the HEMTT park underneath here, and cargo gets pulled up into one of these bays. I don't know if it's the middle one or this one on the side that has a little bit more room, but let's go head over to the main base and get a HEMTT and head on back. I'd like to thank my newest member, Dr. Fried Parts. If you'd like to join, there should be a button down below. Otherwise, please like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. The ship is surprisingly zippy for being just 4 thrusters here on the back. It's evidently more lightweight than I thought. Now you can see the emergency lights a little bit better here at night. That's not so bad. I probably should have slowed down a little bit further than this, or a little sooner than this. I guess we're going to overshoot. Oh, this facility is looking pretty cool. I love it. It's definitely more close together than I probably should have done, but turned out pretty good. Alright, now where are we going to park? I don't really have any parking spots over here. I guess we'll just park outside? Yeah, look at that. This guy actually fits through the door this way. That's cool. Let's see. We push number 5 to do our landing gear. Yes. Let's go ahead and hop out. Let's use our airlock here. Is it this one? It is that one. Alright, that fits in pretty good. We can still close the door. Oh man, we still need to repair our little mobile unit here. I forgot about that. It is quite damaged. Alright, but let's go ahead and get this truck loaded with a cargo container and take it over to the main base. Let's go ahead and make sure it is clamped up correctly. Guess I should have undocked it first. Do a disconnect. Let's do a connect again, make sure it's aligned. Oh yeah, it was good. You never know, stuff shifts every time you build. Alright, we got yellow empty here, so let's go ahead and load that onto the truck so we're not screwing with all our material, but at least we'll have a reference point to build off of. Let's go up to our warehouse here. Yeah, looks like I still haven't set up that airlock. I did on my blueprint, but I never carried it over here. Oops. Let's see, we want loading bay A, and we want yellow, which is on number 4. Let's go ahead and pick that. And then let's load to the truck. There we go, got the container, and it is coming back to the truck. I guess we can go out there and wait for it. We'll stand over here clear as it's coming down. Alright, it's good to see this guy is still working with all of the other subgrids and things we've added on. It's still surprisingly working. Should have a pretty good position on the truck. Yeah, that's a good distance. And then when we disconnect, it should connect that guy on. It does. Okay. Alright, we are good to go. Let's go ahead back to the... Oh, we got a nice dent there. Wonder if we had a drone or something drop. That's, that pothole's new. Okay. Well, we'll avoid the pothole and then we'll head to the apartment. Like our power station's still doing good. Doesn't look like that one's taking any drone shots. I do love this truck. We need to use it more often. Now let's cross over to this side. And I believe this is the bay we want to use. Oh yeah, we can get plenty of space in here. We can get 2 trucks, probably 2 deep. Because we can take out those center bars up there, so we could put a container here in the back and a container here in the front, so we can get quite a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and park this guy here for reference, and let's start building. See, we should have cargo access right here. No. Oh, looks like I didn't connect my connectors, didn't connect the line back up here. I think this guy is disconnected. It is. Let's go ahead and attach it. All right, now we should have cargo access. There we go, now we've got our inventory. How are we doing on steel plate? Well, we got a bit left, but not a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and back this guy onto the platform. Actually, I want to keep it propped just like that real quick. Because we need to make sure our door is... Oh, it's going to be way back. Because we're not going to come out here forward. We're going to come back here, or maybe here? Should probably be fine by the time we get level. Yeah, we might have to come out further with our driveway, but that's okay. Yeah, let's see, our cargo containers only take up 3 spots. That's really not that bad. Okay. That's easy enough. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this stuff and get back into storage here. Give us some space to work with. Well, I was thinking about the hangar door, and now I don't know how to fill in the wall over here. Maybe we'll carry this white over... Oh, that's interesting. Apparently that was never welded up. Should we carry this white out here to cover it up, or should we just fill in the black? That'd be really nice, like in SE2, where we could get a half block in here and fill that in. That would be neat. Okay, something like that, but I'm not really sure how to seal the side walls. I mean, I guess this doesn't have to be... I guess this warehouse doesn't have to be pressurized. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this. I want to get the other longer ramp style. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got the longer ramps in here. That is going to be better. Much easier transition here, so we're not jacked up. We did it on the first base. I don't know why I wasn't thinking I'd do it on this one. Oh yeah, that's much better. Come in this way, we'll level out the terrain. Let's see, to get all the way back in, we'd be about right here. Is that going to be too far back to get another container? Yeah, basically. I was hoping to get a, oh, that's interesting. I don't remember putting that here. Oh no, I guess I did. It was for when I was building the elevator. That makes sense. Right, well, we may move the door, or I'm also thinking maybe we'll just leave this as an open canopy. Instead of having this, we'll just have like an archway. That might be the better route, is we just have open storage and then we can keep this like pass through here. I don't have to worry about filling it in with another wall and wasting a bunch of space. That might be the way to go. Okay, there we go. Got the floor in, and then this will be our container wall. Alright, so our container wall, we're just gonna back into there, so we don't need too much space actually. So we need what, 1, 2, 3 spots is all? We may be able to get those doors back on here, we'll see. Or we'll come up with something else. So now we've got to have some type of bridge crane to come over and grab these things, and I'm thinking we're going to keep this one simple. I'm just going to do 2 bridge cranes so we can unload 2 trucks at a time. So you load into that bay, you unload onto this. This bay goes to that, and that's it. We're not going to have the cross back and forth or any of the logic or anything like that. I think we'll just build a bridge crane across this way. I think we'll just put some beam blocks across this way. Okay, so we're gonna need a grid transition, I guess, here. Is that gonna get enough? No, we gotta get lift to get it up. How do we want to do that then? Alright, so how do we want to handle the small grid transition? We don't need to come out very far, we just need to grab that guy and pull him back. I'm almost thinking we could just do it with a piston. I'm thinking I'm gonna take out this spot right here. That is going to be our... We're still connected. Yeah, we're connected to the side. I think that's going to be our grid transition right there, but I'm wondering if we can just go ahead and get away with doing a piston from the start. Let's see, let's go back to here to get a block. Yeah, sure. Temporary block there and there. Do we think we can get away with something like that? I'm thinking we could. And then we can put a hinge on top of that. Oh, there is definitely considerable lag whenever I add anything to the grid, especially a conveyored thing. Yeah, you can kind of see the hitch up there as it just freezes up. It definitely does not like all of the subgrids on here, but something is definitely clanging it out. Right, yeah, it definitely doesn't like the hitching of that. So let's go ahead and get in here. I want to see if we can... Okay, it is attached. Let's go ahead and unload. What is that one? Number 7? 7 is our unload. Let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Let's get this cargo container pushed in. That was a bad parking job, I guess. Why isn't it going all the way back? What's going on here? Why is our unload sequence not working? Okay, I don't know why that's not working, but I don't really have time to look at it right now, so let's go ahead and just detach that, and, Oh, are we out of power? Is that why? Is this guy out of power? No, he can't be out of power. He's on charge, that would do it. I don't know why our sequence is a little broken there, but let's go ahead and just drop him off like that and get him pushed in. That works. Okay, ready to lock. Let's go ahead and lock that guy. We need to get it plumbed up though, so let's just do a temporary plumbing job over to there, I guess, maybe? Okay, we are plumbed up over there. I want to get a bunch of material into this yellow container, and then we'll disconnect from the main base and see if that helps out with our lagging issue here. So let's go ahead and get some material from something. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff here in the yellow cargo container. That should be good for a bit, hopefully. Let's go ahead and disconnect this guy and hopefully get some of our ability to build back. Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't like that conveyor network. It is frozen right now trying to detach. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, we're definitely, we got too much grid going on here. But hopefully we can build a little bit better now, disconnecting from the main base. We'll see how that goes. But now we should be plumbed here that I can grab stuff, so that's even more convenient. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think that'll work, because we need to grab from the middle of the container anyway. I guess we can just use that one right there. So that guy just needs to pull back to there, so we need to have a hook that can lift that, and then does this guy should extend out far enough, right? Is that far enough? Oh no, I guess it is, because the hook will be right here. The center line will be in front of it, not where this guy is. So we'll be right there. So our loading zone will be 1, 2, 3. That's actually perfect. We will go with that for sure. So let's go ahead and add a medium head to that. Oh yeah, this is much better. I'm not having nearly as much hitching adding on pieces and parts. So that is the answer. I'm glad we're building a logistics center apparently, because it's definitely needed. See, somehow we just need to get a lift hook down to here, which is gonna be almost flush. It's got a half block to go down, which really is the mag plate. So we can't do, let's see, 1, 2 plus the mag plate. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the medium head and I'm gonna put a small head on there because I need the space in there. Okay, so now we come out to there. That's almost perfect, right? Yeah. See, I'm pretty sure I had like 4 pistons on the other one, but I wonder if we get away with 2. And maybe we'll put like some block extensions in them to get them to go further. Alright, before we get too far, let's just do one side, because I don't know if this is going to be the block up here that we want to attach our hinge to. These two need to point the other direction, so the negative's on this side. Alright, we'll have a hook on the end of that with a mag plate. That's going to be plenty of space. We can get it with 1. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're plenty good. Okay, perfect. That'll be easy enough. And then this guy will retract. And then these guys will angle back. Oh, fuel is low. Need to learn to not hover so bad and actually stand on stuff, but someday I'll learn. But it will not be this day. Everything will get the equal amount of RPMs. So that's why I rotate them the way that I do, because they can all just have the same speed. And that guy will lock in like that. That's not enough though, is it? Oh, I put that in the wrong spot, didn't I? Because that's fine. It's rested up in there. But we don't have enough for a hook to get out of the way to get this guy on. Unless I did a half block. Well, no, I couldn't do a half block because I couldn't get a mag plate on it. Yeah, okay. So it needs to go up 1. So it's going to have to go up to here. So it needs to go there, and when it's going to tuck in, it's going to be really close to that guy right there. So we might want to just rotate that up 90 degrees. That'll work. Let's go ahead and leave that guy there, and let's go ahead and work on this one then. Alright, let's go ahead and run our beam blocks across this way. Maybe? This really just has to look like it's a bridge. It doesn't actually have to run along these rails, because the pistons will take care of everything. So we just want to give the illusion that we have a bridge. Technically that fits on, but does it move? Oh wow, it does. I was expecting sparks or something there. That's crazy. So is it just one more block that I need to come out? It is. Okay. Whoa. Alright, well, didn't mean to grind that off, but the lag is kind of screwing with me here, so that was fun. But I guess since we have the opportunity, let's go ahead and put a beam block in here. Okay, I switched it up a bit. I'm getting low on energy here. Let's see, that is wrong. Let's see, I'm connected over there, I'm connected over here. Yes, we're good. Okay, I can get rid of this. This is supposed to be a beam block that way, so we can get our hinges attached to it. There we go. And then this, I redid the beams, so we've got half block on either side, because I'm thinking we can get a stairwell down here to get down, would be cool. Make it a little bit more industrial. Now we have a beam on either side. I think that's good. This guy is, you know, we got a gap here. That's fine. We'll come up with something to kind of ride along the rail here, I think. Let's see, how far can we come down and not have it look dumb? Yeah, we can't get a half block or anything there, so maybe we could do a wheel of some type to ride along the rail. Okay, a couple pistons, now some more hinges. These need to go this way, though. Facing inward. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out to here to get to that lift point. Okay, it's easy enough. Let's use beam blocks. And then I believe I did this on the other one. Like that, and then I put like a caution tip on the end of it. But the mag plates go there. There we go, there's our landing gear. Got mag plate there and there. Okay, now we just need our hinge part in there and attach it on, and we should be good. Right, there we go. I think that's gonna work. Let's go ahead and find them. There we go, our warehouse hooks. Let's just give them a negative velocity of, I don't know, -2? Why not? It's pretty slow. Guess that's not bad for lifting a giant container, though. And then we should just be sticking down just a little bit. Yep, just a bit, but that's perfect. We've got a half block that we can poke down, so we are good there. Which means we can go ahead and skate by and grab a container on the top load and push it out. So that is perfect there. Okay, let's try to beautify this guy and make it look like it's actually riding on the rail. Alright, I think wheels are going to be the way to go. I think that's going to be a pretty good deal right there, which means I probably want to get rid of this. Alright, it's a subtle change, but I think that's good there. I can't get a wheel on it yet. I gotta get probably this beam block here and here taken off, and then we'll extend the piston out. I'm wondering how dumb this is going to look, though. We haven't used these tank treads in a while, but let's see what that looks like. You know what? I like that. It actually gets the thing down to the grid. It probably won't rotate as we move, but that's okay. You know what? I like that. We're gonna go with that. Okay, now I gotta complete it on the other side and then get it mimicked over on this one. There we go. Perfect. I love that. That looks really great. We probably want a different color though. Let's go get some energy. Alright, I think the hook is still going to be black. I think that is good. And then we'll put the caution on here. So let's grab that yellow color, get our caution, and get our stiff built on the end here. Actually, I think we did this last time. Yeah, definitely did this last time. Okay, there we go. I got the other beam in here, and then I put in this blast door back, which I think looks pretty good, and we can technically get a module up here. We don't need to have anything above it, so we could get another apartment in here, which I guess would be the way to go. I was thinking we could have stairs that go down here, but maybe we don't need to. Maybe we just keep it a warehouse underneath here. So I don't really know how I want to do that now. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll still have a logistics unit here, but it'll look like a module. Then we'll just have an airlock in it that goes down here. We'll just have a stairs here, and the unit will have its own system. It'll be all merged together because these beam blocks, but it'll at least look like it's a separate module. I guess we don't need all of this support here. We do need it for the stairs there, and to hook onto this guy. Don't really need that one either. Alright, that looks good. I like that a lot. We could probably put a light or something underneath here. Alright, well, we'll adjust those lights at nighttime when we can see a little bit better of how they will look. So let's go ahead and just work on this upstairs logistics office, I guess. Well, I guess we could have built this over in the module bay, because it will not connect, because these are actually half blocks hovering over the top here, so that's alright. I thought we were going to merge on, but I think we are good. Okay, and then how do we want to deal with the stairs here? I don't want to come down again. Probably just right here in the middle of the floor. Yeah, and technically those wouldn't have merged onto each other either. Wow, this actually would have worked. This is kind of weird. I don't think that works either, though, does it? Oh, it does. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have to do a half slab. Okay, so now we just need a door here and some type of airlock. Alright, well, I like this door. I still just don't know what to do with the rest of the building. I think maybe we might do some, like, storage or something and then put the office space over here. I guess it just needs, like, a couple people, like they're the logistics people or something, is fine. Yeah, I guess some windows or something up here in the front is probably good. Can't really think of anything else to put in here. Got a ton of space, but I don't think I need it. Yeah, let's just use the classic door. We'll have the merge block, we'll have the connector, we'll do the whole thing legitimately, like it could disconnect. I don't know why I'm searching for it. I got it on toolbar here. Alright, there we go. And my thought was maybe we'll make a tunnel over this way to some office space over here, and this will be like parts and warehouse stuff that we can just access directly from here and go down and access parts. So the airlock I think will be here actually, and this will just be a tunnel around to the office. There we go, now we're plumbed up, and now we can put another door like this one right here, I think would be good. Let's see, do we put it there? Or do I want to put... I probably want to put parts on the wall. Let's do that way. Alright, let's put a cargo access terminal here. We may or may not move it, I don't know, but I want cargo access right now. Okay, door. This will be our parts warehouse, and then we can go down to our main warehouse. So this just needs to be a corridor with a turn to go this way. Okay, so we'll curve this way, and then we'll curve back here. So this could just be a window. There's a one-windowed side, right? Yeah. Or do we want this to be the light? Okay, that is pretty good. And then we can get one of the windows. Do I have those? Thought it was in with my interior blocks. There it is. Yeah, one of the viewports. I think I'll just do these. I think that'll look fine. Let's see, they're backwards though. I want the tint on the atmospheric side. There we go. Nope, I want the windows that way. I'm gonna be really picky today, apparently. Let's see, do I want that guy there? Yeah, I guess we could. We could just wall this entire thing off. That would be fine. Let's do a refill then. Alright, that needs to be its own vent right there. Let's get some desks and stuff in here. That's really all it needs, is just a couple offices, really. Yeah, why not? Oh, shit, did I crash the game? Are these desks not good either? Back from the crash and I forgot to start OBS again. So I got some stuff in. We got the bathroom in, got some shelves in here so you kind of walk into a mess, which I think is appropriate. So you got parts and stuff. We can see down to our stairwell. We've got our desks that are not glitching out yet. And then we've got our refill station, which is that working? It is. There we go. We can come outside here to go down to our warehouse down there. So now I've got this door in here and I've got this vent on this side. I was thinking of having the airlock right here, but now I was thinking of having this unpressurized in here. But I guess I could put the vent here and make this an airlock. Nah, I don't think so. I think we're gonna do the glass door there. Let's see. Let's not have it yellow. Let's put in a glass door right there. I think will be cool. There we go. And then we'll just set this guy to depressurize all the time. And then when it's opened and closed, we'll just put a event controller in here to just make sure that this door is locked when that guy's open and vice versa. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. And then I think we can put a skylight here and here. I did not leave myself any space really to put lights, did I? That's a full block. That's a full block. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this shelf. Okay, now we can just get some steel plate. Fill in the top. Do we want a skylight here? We probably do. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Drop through the ceiling and let's patch up this roof. There we go. And now we should be pressurized. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And we can turn off our light and start adjusting these lights. Alright, there we go. We've got some nice lighting in here. We've got our little airlock here with our depressurize. We can get back over here to the apartment. We were pressurized there, so we should be good to open the door. And that is connected. We already know that. Let's go ahead and just close that door. Turn that guy on. We are still pressurized. I got the stuff off just because I've been trying to save some of our, processor power. Okay, that's good. I think this light needs to be changed. Other than that, we're doing pretty good. Okay, there we go. We've got settings copied over. I think we are done with this office, and we are pressurized out to here. That's awesome. Now we can head out this way through our little airlock. Okay, apparently we have some tank space, so that's good. Now we're outside here. I guess we don't really have a light in here, do we? Do I have an option for a light? Not really. You know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. We'll just get a light right here. I think we have space for that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. And that's probably enough light down here. There'll be light from those guys once we finally get them brightened up. All right, now we just need like a backstop for our truck here so we park onto it and it can grab on and take it back over. That'll be a whole set of programming and other stuff. I don't know that we need like the whole clamp stuff that we have on the other base. It's not that precise that it needs to load on, but maybe. See how it goes. But here, I want to take these guys off. Alright, there we go. I got it reworked. Now these guys are going sideways, like this, into these conveyors, and then it's going up through, and that side is going up through, and then I connect them on the bottom floor here anyway. So now, and I guess I could have gone from the back side over, because right now I want to put a door in here. Let's see, I don't have the gates on here. Let's go get those. Or are they in with the doors? They're in with the doors. In Wellington's mod, anyway. There we go. Let's see. I probably want it white, though. All right, there we go. I think that's gonna look great. Maybe we can put some pipe works or something. I'm not sure. I guess we can come back with these angled back like it was. Maybe we could put like an LCD or something in the center. But once we get that filled up with a few more containers, that won't be so bad anyway. And there'll be plenty of space to walk through. Yeah, you almost have the full door. Alright, we're not going to get another module in this zone anyway, underneath here, so I think we'll just turn this into some warehouse space will be good. And we can put other stuff in there. Is that just a parachute? That's a parachute. Alright, is B going to be nice to us today? It is. Okay, good. Pretty sure we use these gates above in the lobby area, so we can do it again here. Small gate? This one? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we finally ran out of steel plate, so I'm going to go ahead to produce some more at the other base and then send it through the pipe, which I guess is going to lock up stuff, so I'll be back. Alright, I was able to finish up the warehouse in here, just did some greebling, just got some shelves and barrels and stuff, beam blocks on the roof. I was able to put some panels up in here as well because there are some blast doors behind it for the modules upstairs. So, this is actually pressurized, so I think I might have this an airlocked, put some vents over here connected to the backside of those connectors there. I think I might actually have this one a pressurized space. We'll have this be an airlock. So I think that turned out alright. And then you got some stairs up here to go to the door, to the elevator room, that we will eventually fill in. And then maybe we can use this control wall. Actually, it's pretty full. I was going to say we could use that control wall to control the crane over here, but we might stick it in the room, but not use that wall, I guess. Or yeah, we're going to have to program these guys later. I don't have any of this stuff set up to pick up containers, but I was playing around with this concrete stuff in here with the stripe, and I kind of want to redo this platform here. So I want to move this guy here, but I don't... our truck's not working. So... thinking I might just put a mag plate on the back right here, or landing gear. Let's do that. Let's see. Do I have landing gear on me somewhere? There we go. Now we can just hook on and move that guy. But let's fix what's in front first. Yeah, and then I want to take the floor decal one, and I want to make a little circle here for our container. So that's where our container is going to sit. So I want to make the line for it. I think that'll be good looking. I don't know. Something like that. Or should we put the line in front? Probably not. And then we'll do the same here.
Full.
Oops. Well, I guess I lost that material down the hole. That's fallen into the world forever. Okay, and then maybe here on this end we'll use that, like, caution one. Let's see, where is it? It's in here, right? Yeah. Yellow stripe? Or should we use the white stripe? The white one's bigger, but I feel like we got the caution everywhere else. Let's do that one. Alright, what do we think of that? I think that's pretty good, because that is where the truck needs to stop, and so we'll have some type of stopper here. I guess we could probably just do that in a beam block or something, maybe? Maybe we should have that one longer, because the truck is going to be longer. Like, I know that's where the container goes, but we want parking for our truck, right? In theory, this guy will back up, like, right here. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, the bumper still hits that. That's perfect, actually. And then the container will go there. And then... yeah, let's see, we could at least come... we could come two forward, I think, with that stripe. I think that would be better. So let's go ahead and get rid of that and get that stripe bigger. Okay. We have a plan. Oh, the tediousness. I still think these guys need to have steel plates as their first component, just so it makes placing it a whole lot easier. Alright, yeah, I think that looks a lot cooler. There we go. We got the truck parked in the circle. I guess I didn't go all the way back. Right there. Yeah, that's gonna be great. And then that guy should be right in line to drop that guy in. I'm hoping. It should be. I guess we can always pull the truck forward or do something different there if we need to. But I think that looked good. So now let's go ahead and get that landing gear back on the truck and get this container out of here. So we can get some flooring underneath it. Because my hook lift is broken. And I'll have to figure that out another day. Is it really that heavy? We can't drag it forward? What do we have for strength? Only 20%? That's not a lot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just need to increase the wheel strength and we're fine. Drag this guy out of there. Alright, it's pretty simple, but I love it. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and get this guy backed up. Hopefully it'll back up as well as it pulled forward, or better. Come on, wheels, get on there. There we go. Are we still straight? We're still straight. Alright, well, we definitely need a couple more HEMTTs built. I know I'm just single player and I'm only going to drive one at a time, but just to make the world look a little bit more lived in, it'd be nice to have this guy parked here permanently and have one over at the other base. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that lighting is good. We'll check it out another time when the sun is down, but I think that looks really good. It's got a good industrial feel to it, and we'll do the programming another day, but it should be pretty simple. We just got to have 3 positions to drop our container down to, and then it's always going to go to the truck, so that's pretty easy. Alright, let's go see if I can make a couple modules before I run out of recording time. We should be able to go up here and go through our airlock. Well, I broke the world somehow. We're not getting any pressure right now. That happens every once in a while. Alright, let's get into our projector here and find the blueprint. This one is from Steel Helix. What did he call it? Let me go back to my little reference page. Temporary quarters. Well, it didn't give us a warning that it's only going to do 1 grid, so we should only have the 1 grid. That is good. It means it'll work well for the printer here. And of course it's way off. Pick points for blueprints are just strange. Ooh, this is actually one of the longer ones. It actually is going to get out to this point out there. Okay, I'm excited to see what this guy looks like. Let's go ahead and get it welded up. Alright, we ran out of something. I feel like it's interior blocks or something. Yeah, we ran out of interior plate, so before we get too far, let's get some interior plate in here. You know, I should probably just move some iron over to this facility and put in an assembler. Actually, I think some of the modules have some assemblers. Yeah, we actually have 2 industrial assemblers on our base here. I think they're in people's modules. I can't remember which ones, but that might be an option as we just move some iron over here and we can start fabbing up our own stuff. I'm going to stop it over there before it gets fully retracted so those legs don't come up, because we might be missing stuff on the underbelly that we need to weld up. So I'm going to stop him early, and he'll pull back. Yeah, we're missing glass. Lots of glass. Okay. Glass and something else for these couches and things. Okay, let me go through and get this guy welded up, and then we'll do a little tour before we lift him off and figure out where to stick it. Alright, we are all welded up, and the elevator legs are up to the unit here. I obviously spoiled it for myself a little bit by going through and welding everything up, but let's go ahead and do a little tour here. So I didn't really realize this is an apartment module within our apartment module, so each one of these rooms is a separate unit. So we've got a toilet, shower, couch, desk, their own bed, and a little kitchenette all stuffed into this room, which is awesome. And then over here on the other side is the same thing. So you've got another bathroom, desk, kitchen, armory, and bed there. It's perfect. We've got 2 bedrooms there, or 2 apartment units there. 2 more apartment units over here. 1 on that side, 1 on that side. And then we've got a common space. So you've got the aquarium and some couches and a nice view outside. This is really cool. I love it a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and get it unhooked and turned into a ship. Let's see, toggle that one off. Ooh, let's turn our projector off as well. That's a little obnoxious, and then I bet this needs to be converted. It does. There we go. Alright, and then how do we lift it out of here? That would be number 5. Well, this is definitely one of the longest units we've had, so hopefully our ship is able to lift it up. Oh, fuel low. Should have some tanks in here, right? Alright, where do we want to put this guy? It doesn't have anything extra on the top and the bottom, so it might be good to fit near other ones that have the problem. Not a problem, I guess, but how they have grids and stuff in the way. Can't put it here in the middle, because I don't think the escape ships will move, because this guy will be sticking out too much. Alright, I think I've got a spot. I think I'm going to put it right here underneath this hangar, and it's because it sticks out a little bit, it'll hang over for that square unit there, which I think will kind of merge in okay. I feel like the lower-ish floor is decent. It's kind of a compact apartment, but it's also, they're really nice. They've got a kitchenette and all that stuff built in. Really well done. I'm off. I don't know how long this thing is, so I don't know how far I need to go in. I feel like it's longer though, right? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And we didn't break our ship or the unit. Yeah, that length is perfect with that white one underneath it. Awesome. Alright, next up is the PEC crew quarters. I like that he's got a slogan, reliable living for reliable workers, by Bootsy Dragon. Guess we should have rotated this around before I got the welders back in our way. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Alright, well, we were out of something. I'm gonna guess construction components. Yes. And glass, evidently. Okay, well, let me get that in our base. Alright, got this guy all welded up. Let's go ahead and give a little tour in here. See, to the right here, we've got some bedrooms. Like sleeping for 4, and got some locker rooms. Alright, and then across the hallway here, we've got our bathroom. Got a toilet shower with our vent. Very nice. Looks like that's the main living area. Let's go ahead and turn in here first. We've got, oh, shower toilet combo in there with a door. Couch and desk, bed. This must be the master bedroom. So then we got a view out the front. Very cool. All right, and then we've got our kitchen over here, nice and big. And then our living room with our vent and a nice view outside and our little entertainment area. Very nice. Awesome. Well, let's get those welders out of the way and get the legs up here and go find it a home. Let's see, I need to convert it to a ship first. There we go. Oh, nope. That was the wrong thing to do. I didn't have the pistons fully retracted. That's alright. I think it'll lift. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, good. I forgot that opens the door, though. Oh well. We need to go up there anyway. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Oh, we did. Oh, we dented it. Oops. Okay, well, let me get this patched up, and then we will go find a place for it. Alright, we are all patched up. Let's go ahead and grab it and find a home for it. Okay, there we go. Got a hold of it, and now let's figure out a spot for it. I'm thinking actually right here. Strikes me as kind of middle-class living, so I feel like the middle position here would be a good one. And I think it's a little bit long, so we'll kind of stick it over here to the side so the escape modules are not going to interfere with it. Maybe I should have waited on welding this guy back up, because I might be causing more damage right now. Hopefully it's just sparks. Oh, or I do that. Okay, there we go. Disconnected itself off the mag plates. It's a little bit longer, but not much. Oh, that looks really good right there. Alright, another module on this side of the building and another one on the other side. This is coming along really well. We still got some empty spots, so if you guys are wanting to build modules, keep on going. I can always add to the side of the building too, so this has been a really fun project. This is the other one that we put in here today, and it is dark, so let's go ahead and check out these lights over here, see if we look decent. Yeah, not bad. I mean, you kind of want it a little bit dark, right? Is there... Should I go any higher? Doesn't really change it too much. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to call it an episode. We got a pretty good start on this warehouse. Got some automation to do. Got a couple more modules built. Next week is episode 50, so I've got something special planned for that. So stay tuned, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.